Coach, what was the energy like out there today? Was it what you expected for him here out of the first day of fall practice?
Yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, we had some breaks in there, right, because the heat, and I didn't like how we got out of the break. I thought it took too long for our guys to transition from break back into playing football, and that's all football is. You take the field, you go to the sideline for 5 minutes, then you retake the field. So we have to practice, right, going from a rest period, right, back to full speed. So that's what I talked to him after practice about.
Kenny, whose idea was the popsicles?
Oh, that's pretty normal, to be honest. Around college football, I wish I could say that's like unique and special. That's most hot places have something like that.
Were they like Powerade popsicles or something?
Yeah, they're like hydration popsicles, so they're just something cold to cool the guys down.
Is it safe to say that the no O-lineman will sneak into the quarterback competition?
That was embarrassing. Yep. O-line, D-line have been eliminated, right? And Jalen Conyers.
When you practice outside in the heat, day after day, what should that do for your team?
It's adversity, right? That's all it is. Like, the more adversity you can create in practice, the better, right? Because that's what a game is. And you can't simulate the adversity. Everybody says we're going to make practice harder than a game. Well, that's the goal. We come out here, we try to practice harder than a game, and the heat is an advantage. We need to play into it. We need to use it. We need to embrace it. Treat it as a teammate, right? Thank you. It's hot outside today. I hope we play in this, right? Advantage.
Did you get any indication from watching the conditioning that you think the team is in?
They were in pretty good shape. Hard without pads, right? Football shape and helmet shape are two different things. So, I mean, I only saw 2 guys cramp, right? That's a positive. Our first day of spring ball, it became the walking wounded there pretty quick. So, I mean, the fact that only 2 guys cramped and it was in the last 2 periods of practice means Coach Joe had them in pretty good shape. And then obviously we got the practice data from spring to monitor, right, how to keep these guys in a work mentality, but also the science behind what is too much, right? Where did we push that actually caused hamstring injuries, caused quad injuries? So we kind of tailored and rode that balance of work, but also being smart with the data that we had in spring.
It's obviously very early, but a lot of newcomers on the offensive line. What did you make of the transition with some of those new faces?
To be honest, I'm going to have to watch the film. A lot of stuff going on. It'd be unfair for my 2 to 3 plays of watching a specific player to make a comment on one of them.
Just early, talk about the timing with the quarterbacks, wide receivers.
Yeah, I think it shows that they put in the work in the offseason. You know, timing is not going to be made over our 14 practices. It's going to be made over the period of time from when spring ball ended until right now and the work that they put in. And you could see some of those, especially in one-on-ones. You could see some route conversions, right, being on the same page. And that's what makes good football teams is quarterbacks and wideouts, tight ends being on the same page with the route conversions.
What does it mean to you that Elijah Badger stuck around and is here this year, and what does he bring to the team?
I mean, it means absolutely nothing that he stuck around. I want people who want to be here. So anybody who wants to leave today. I'll give you a waiver, I'll sign it, go ahead. Right, I want people who want to be here. What it means to him, though, he got an opportunity to go down in the history books at Arizona State. That's a challenge that he's challenged himself to do, is go down in the history books. Elijah's worked his butt off this summer. He's worked his butt off this spring. He's matured a bunch. Big Elijah Badger fan. I'm fired up for what he can do this year, but I want people who want to be here. There's not like a sales pitch to keep you here. It's just stay or leave, right? And all these people chose to be here, right? They made a decision to be here. So everybody's the same in my book.
Kenny, are you happy with the retention, just of going through the offseason and learning new schemes here?
Yeah.
Which is all that.
Oh, we're light years ahead of spring ball day one. People that were out here for practice, you could probably see kids understanding where they're supposed to run to, even running plays. Like, we got through every play today, right? We were 3 minutes behind, which I didn't like, right? But we got through every play. The first day of spring ball, I can't remember the exact number. We were out like 14 plays. We were behind. So that's a retention that shows the level that we're in shape. And spring ball was nicer out. So this was more challenging, and we already started at a better pace. So that's a kudos to the team, kudos to Coach Connolly.
What kind of healthy Jake Smith into this wide receiver?
A lot. I mean, he can bring a lot. He's fast, catch the ball well, good with the ball in his hands, physical. You can even hand the ball if you wanted to. I mean, he's just a versatile human.
Were you pleased with today's first practice?
Yeah, I'm satisfied. I wouldn't say pleased. I mean, there's some things we can do better, right? But I mean, I was satisfied. I thought the guys came out here with the intent to work. Is there a lot of room to grow? Yeah, not even close. But I was satisfied with the intent and the purpose. And one person I have to just mention is Ro Torrance. That's a guy who is becoming a leader for the football team. Like, incredible. Guy who put in the work this offseason, challenged him to put in the work. He's over here telling people to pick up their helmets on the sidelines. He's over here telling people to finish and go to drills. You talk about the progression that guy's made from January to today from a leadership standpoint, unbelievable.
Does that come from one individual conversation or a series of conversations, or how do you see that?
I mean, I challenged them post spring ball. I mean, I challenged them. I said, how good do you want to be? Like, you're super talented. You're 6'1", 6'2". You have an elite wingspan. You run 4.4. You have every measurable you could possibly have, right? Well, people got to find out, your issues. Like, how did you end up here? What was your path to get here? What got you here? Why didn't you succeed at these other places? And you have to remove every single issue these people could possibly find with you. And part of that, the number one thing you can do that with is leadership and work. And if everybody in this organization says, Ro Torrance brings it every day, Ro Torrance is a leader, Ro Torrance is a good person, all they're going to look at now is how talented you are. And when you go do that, every other box is checked. So he's really bought into that, just being a good person and leading. And I'm super proud of him.
What did you make of Colorado moving to the Big 12?
Oh, yeah, cool. I mean, we're playing Southern Utah week 1. I'm fired up, right? And that's literally all I'm cared about. We're going to be the best versions of us every single day, and whatever we do, all the time, right? And we're going to get better and better and better and better and better. And whoever plays us, right, hopefully we get better and better and better, and we're more competitive, more competitive, more competitive.
Coach, in your opinion, what are maybe the 3 most important things that you need to focus on and the team needs to focus on to get better and better and better?
Owning the ball, right? You got to take care of the football. Physicality. I showed 8 clips yesterday from Utah, and I said this is the best team in the league. This team won the league 2 years in a row. This is the gold standard of Pac-12 football right now. And I showed them calling 3 under 3 deep into bubble, 3x1 bubbles, which is not a good defensive call. But what it is their physicality and their culture overcomes those. They can coach the game so aggressive because they know mano a mano, their guy is going to play harder, their guy's going to play more physical, their guy's going to play with more of a passion, that they don't give up explosive plays because everybody plays with the physicality. So I really challenge the guys, if we want to win this league, if we want to be a team who competes at the highest level, we got to be a team that embodies the Utah mindset of we're going to be the most physical team on the field, the most physical team practicing, and that's why we're outside. That's only 2, right? The last one is being smart. So I don't need to go into detail there. Physicality. That's what I want to see from fall camp. I want to see people hit people over and over again. A physical brand of football.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you. Y'all.